Friday morning. Good morning. It's Friday. It is 11:15, so I stopped for a little caffeine break. I'm skipping the croissants. Yeah, summer's coming and I have to lose several hundred pounds so I can be in shape for golf and fishing and all the other physical activities I indulge myself into. So, I'm laying off the croissants, although they're tasty. So, not too much going on today. I'm working on the old 102 here, and it's going very well. The last few days were a real struggle. I think I even uttered discouraging words at some points, but that's over now. It's all good. So, I was at the old Ace Hardware store. It was amazing. I buy 100 stainless steel bolts, like 3/8 by 1.5 inch, and I'll pay like $19 for 100 of them. I go to Ace Hardware and I pay $5.49 for one bolt. So I try not to go there, but you just have to. Every once in a while I run into something I just have to get, and I can't really justify driving 30 miles to save $2. So it has its place. I do a fair amount of business there, and I got the Ace Rewards card, which is kind of nice. So, if I spend $5,000 or $6,000, I get $5 off. That's a plus right there. But anyway, they had a new teller. The guy, I throw a couple bolts on the thing, and he goes, "What kind of project you got going today?" And I said, "Oh, building trikes." "Oh yeah? Building trikes?" And I said, "Yeah, I got the shop downtown." "Oh yeah, I've never seen it." I said, "Well, you from around here?" "Oh, I lived here my whole life." And I said, "You ever drive downtown?" "All the time." I said, "But you never seen my sign hanging on the side of the building, Endeavor Trikes?" Right on my website, it says the most famous trike company no one's ever heard of. And that is actually true. No one's heard of it. I do YouTube videos, I get 50 views. So nobody really knows I exist. Although I've been at this for, about 7 years now building, and I've never been short of work. I've always turned people down because I ran over what I could physically do. So it's actually worked out really well. So I'm not complaining, I'm not, I just find it humorous. I just find it surprising that, and I run into it quite a bit, really. No one knows I'm down here. I'm not open to the public. If they walk in the door, once in a while somebody will come in here and want to know if I have any parts for a Triumph TR6 or something, or a Norton. I get calls on that stuff too, but I told them I'm not in the mechanic business, I'm in the fabrication and design business. So, they skedaddle. But, yeah, I just find it humorous. It's not a big deal. I really don't even care. Because like I say, I stay busy enough. I like the flow, the way things are going. And, the only articles you ever see on the internets are ones that I've written. I did a bunch for Wing World, and it's amazing. I would do an article for them like I did for other magazines, and typically a magazine will trim the article and take out what's not real relevant and shorten it up so that they can fit it in a column. Well, I'll do a 3-page deal for Wing World, and they would copy paste the whole thing. They wouldn't edit one word, and I was really shocked, But Wing World doesn't exist anymore. I haven't advertised actually for about 5 years now, 4 years. I just stopped advertising because, I have, like I say, plenty of work, and it just doesn't really justify the expense of advertising. But I wouldn't mind throwing an article in once in a while just to help further the design and building of trikes like this. I would hope that in the future, someone else would get into this and maybe other companies and get away from doing everything backwards and do it the right way, like they're doing with cars. I mean, there's three-wheel cars all over the place, and they're all designed this way, which just makes sense. I just don't understand why people continually think the way to build things like this is backwards. I guess because we just think backwards because that's the way it's always been done. What can I say? Anyway, I also have a sign on the front of the shop here which says world's tiniest gigafactory. kind of little play on Elon Musk with his gigafactories and that kind of stuff. And it really is the smallest gigafactory. I'm getting to the point where I don't have enough room here to change my mind. Yeah. I'm running out of space for equipment. Every year I buy a piece of equipment, is what it's been for the last several years. Last year I bought this drill press, which I would not recommend to anybody, although it's worked just fine, but I had to replace all the gears in it, like after the first week. But every year I buy something. Last year I think I bought that 2 years ago, and then last year I bought the powder coating machine, and I had to replumb that, but that works great. That thing works gangbusters. Pretty happy with most of the stuff, so. But I think I'm done. I think I'm done buying equipment. I don't really need anything anymore, and I don't have room. I don't know what I do. I might have room for one piece of equipment, but I have no idea. It would have to be small. So anyway, that's pretty much the welder side discussion for today. I don't have too much going on in that category, but when I have to finish up early today. I have to be done here at 3. We're going over to my brother and my sister-in-law's actually, and we're gonna play cards, play some gambling, and have supper over there and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna button her up a little bit early today. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing on the 102 here, which is cruising along very nicely today. So you'll see a definite difference in tone when I describe this thing from what it was yesterday. All right, we'll catch you later.